Hey everybody, welcome to the Trench. My name is Kylo Ren. Today we're going to talk about being ourselves. Okay, so I have a confession. It's not really Kylo Ren.
It's me. I'm just really pumped that today is Halloween. I, for one, am excited to pretend to be somebody else for a night, to wear clothes that I would never wear otherwise, and besides,
I get this really cool mask.
But cool masks aside, if you're anything like me, you may often find yourself wishing that your life were somehow different than it actually is. You may find that you really enjoy pretending to be someone else. Personally, I can struggle with being content with my life. I might wish that I had more money, or that I were smarter, or more talented, or attractive, but no matter how hard I want these things, in the end, I'm still just me. Unfortunately, with all my attention focused outward, thinking about all the things that aren't true about my life, I miss out on how my life actually is. I become angry with what my life actually is, longing instead for all the things that are unavailable to me. It sucks. By dreaming of some idealized version of my life, some imaginary version of myself, I miss out on my own reality. By seeking myself, I lose myself. This is something, however, that has been established in us since childhood. We've been told from a young age to be thinking about what we want to be when we grow up, and we've been told that we can do whatever we want. Unfortunately, some of us really never seem to grow out of this habit. The reality of the situation, however, is that we can't do whatever we want. We can't be whatever we want. We can't just dream dreams and hopefully actualize that potential. I can't keep wishing that I were someone I'm not. I have a set of natural proclivities that incline my life a particular direction, but as a Christian, it is my call to learn how to serve God within the limits of who I actually am. I have to do so within the personality, within the life that God has given to me. If I'm continually wishing that I were someone else, then I'm going to miss out on serving God as the person that He has created me to be. Each of us has been given a particular set of strengths, gifts, and talents, and each of us should learn to cultivate these things in service to God. Yet, there's something that we need to clarify. Some traditions emphasize this uniqueness, insisting that if we simply live into our strengths, then this is automatically honoring to God, while if we don't use our natural talents, well, then this is burying our talents and we're going to be judged for it. What this might look like is that if God has gifted you to be a particularly good piano player and you decide that you don't want to take piano lessons anymore, then this would somehow be dishonoring to God. This is not what I'm talking about. What I mean, rather, is that God has given us natural proclivities, inclinations toward a particular way of being in the world. And if we're going to learn how to serve the Lord, then we are not going to be able to do so apart from being who He has made us to be. I will never be a doctor. I will never be a professional baseball player. I will never be in charge of the First Order. I am, however, an emotionally oriented guy, someone deeply interested in feelings and in people and relationships. So this might mean that God has given me a particular set of strengths that I should cultivate and use to become a therapist. But just by becoming a therapist, it doesn't mean that I'm automatically doing the will of God for my life. I could still take those natural gifts and strengths and use them for my sake. We need to understand that cultivating our strengths and talents does not automatically make us virtuous people. Instead, within our natural proclivities, there's actually a call to serve God on the one hand and a temptation to serve ourselves on the other. Just because I have a natural inclination to listen to people's feelings, it doesn't mean I'm going to do so selflessly. I could spend my entire life and career trying to become a super famous therapist, using my name and title simply to serve myself. My strengths in this case actually lead me to glorify myself, causing me to believe that my gifts and talents are my own. Indeed, as Father John Bear suggests, the temptation of all human beings is to believe that our life comes entirely from ourselves. And so while we may not be able to choose what our natural talents are or what our life situation is, we do get to choose what kind of people we want to be. Do we want to be people who use our talents for our own sakes, or who use them to serve the Lord? If we are looking to serve the Lord, we need to understand that we can't do so in any other context except for the one that is available to us, our own lives. We may be tempted to run away from our own lives, to imagine that the grass is greener somewhere else. But as long as we keep fantasizing about an ideal life somewhere else, then we're likely to become frustrated, angry, and depressed with the one that we have. But God has, in fact, created us in a particular way with a particular plan, with a vision for a world filled with his grace and redemptive work, a vision that he is inviting each of us to participate in. But we can only begin to live into this vision if we accept our lives, if we choose to put our fantasies aside and commit to being fully ourselves, commit to being people whom God has created not to live for ourselves, but for others.
So join the fight. Live Orthodoxy. Remember to like and subscribe, and join the rest of us inside the trench. Hey, baby. I just started filming, baby.
Oh, you just started filming?
Yeah. I got to just got everything set up, but
Okay, love you, sweetheart.
love you too. Bye.